Hello sir, I am Prashant Mai and my topic name is process state. I am from S7 batch. Before understanding what is the process state, we have to understand what is a process. Process is an active program or the program which is in the execution we called as a process. The diagrammatical representation of process is this. Here we see that there are four parts in this process diagram. First is stack, then heap, data and text. Text contains the required code for that process. Then data contains the global variable of that process. Heap contains the dynamic variable of that process. And stack contains the temporary data which is required for that process. After the process, we have to understand the process state. At the time of execution of this process, the process it goes from different processes, different states. That process states are as follows: first new state, then ready state, then running state, then block or wait state, then terminated or completed state, then suspended ready state, and suspended waiting state. The important five steps are these first five steps are very important because these states are um, permanently these states are work in any execution of program. Suspended ready and suspended waiting state are not mandatory, but sometimes the processes goes in this two state also. Now see what is actually these states are. First, new state. When process is created and up till the completion, it goes from various state. The first state is the new state. In the new state, program which is going to picked up by a operating system from main memory is called as new process. Means uh, in main memory we take a program from secondary memory, we take the program into main memory, and that state of the process is called as new state. In ready state, whenever a process is created, it directly enters into ready state, which is waits for the CPU assignment. When OS operating system picks the new state, new process from secondary memory and put all them into the main memory, the process which are ready for the execution and resides in the main memory are called as ready state or ready process. There can be many processes present in the ready state because there actually present a ready queue where the all processes are stored. After the ready state, there is a running state. One of the process from ready state will be chosen by operating system depending upon the scheduling algorithm. We know that there are different scheduling algorithm like FJEP scheduling, priority scheduling, then round robin scheduling. With respect to respecting scheduling algorithm, it takes the process from ready state to running state. After the running state, there is a completion state. If the program is completely executed in first quantum of time or in available condition, then it process for the completion. If the program from running state is not completed or it required some resources, then it goes into waiting state or block state. There is we see there is again one suspended ready state. A process is in ready if the process is in ready state which is moved to secondary memory from main memory due to lack of resources or mainly primary memory. From primary memory it is uh, this process is goes into secondary memory due to some resources allocation is required for that. So that state is called as suspended ready state. If main memory is full and high priority process comes from execution, then the OS have make the room for the processes. Suppose in the ready queue there are multiple processes are present, but one high priority process is coming. Then what? Then operating system does. Then operating system do the some less priority processes from main memory, it shifts into secondary memory, because in waiting state already the all states are in the main memory. So there is must be uh, some minimization of space, or due to some small space we can't able to give the chance to execute the high priority processes. So we move the low priority process from ready state to suspended ready state. If the main memory, then in main memory it is full, then high priority process comes, then execution will be stopped, we know that. So the to make the room for that process in the main memory, by throwing lower priority process out into the secondary memory, the suspended ready process remains in the secondary memory. This is the very important, because we see that the ready state, running state, and completion state, and also waiting state, these states are in main memory, but new state, suspended ready state, and suspended waiting state, these states are in secondary memory. Now we have to see what is the suspended waiting state. Instead of removing the process from ready queue, it is better to remove blocked process which are waiting for some resources. Here we see that these processes are low priority processes. So we remove that for making space for high priority processes. But we see there is a waiting state. In waiting state, the processor already allocated some space, but for due to some allocation of resources, it is waiting for that resource allocation. So this process also takes some space from main memory. So instead of removing the process from ready state to suspended ready state, we have better option that to remove the process from waiting state to suspended waiting state. Due to that, there are some chance to get new process in the ready state, because we have clear some space here, because some process are removed from suspended waiting state to suspended waiting state, and waiting state is present in the main memory. So we get some space and we can allocate some process in that space. So this is all about the process states of the processes, and this is the overall description about operating system and process state of the process. Thank you.